We're driving to Birmingham, Alabama, and my buddy Keith was driving the truck, and this lady about ran us off the road in a Cadillac, and she just kind of smiled as she went on by, and he had road rage really bad, and he said, "Look at that big fat bitch." So I grabbed my little travel guitar out of the back, and I went, "Big fat bitch. She's a big old fat bitch. She goes to Ryan's and they say shit. This one's gonna cost us. She's a big old bitch. She's a big old bitch. She sweats grits. You could hide a pound of dope under one of her tits. Big fat bitch. She's a big old bitch. Who stole Christmas? The Grinch. Who stole the Twinkies? Big fat bitch. She's a big old bitch. Yeah, she had this Cajun friend who had a pet alligator. She ate that sumbitch like it was a green now and later. Or a fried green tomato. You'd have to have a turbo foaming car wash brush to masturbate her. She's a big old bitch. She's a big old bitch. Yeah, when she was 8 years old, she had a pogo stick that would say, "Hey, Wanda." And they'd go, "Song, tong, fong, song, tong, fong." And now her pogo stick says, "Holy fucking shit." And they go, "Bow, bow." She's a big old bitch. She's a big old bitch. Yeah, she gurgles and drools and spits, and she makes all kinds of noise. She chases the ice cream man down Cunningham in her corduroys. She goes, "She's a big old bitch. She's a big old big fat bitch."
What's up, folks? How goes it, everyone? I hope you're all having a nice afternoon, whatever part of the world you may be in. I figured I'd open up this stream with a rousing rendition of what happens when you Google search "big fat bitch" song. Apparently, there is one, and yeah, thank you. That's the intro for today. That big fat bitch. So, welcome, folks. Like I said. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves. Hopefully I can help you make enjoy yourselves a little bit more here. We're going to be taking a look at Shanny and Rev's latest latest attempt at a grift. I say attempt because I don't think they made any money off this. And that warms my heart. I can't even tell you how happy that makes me. If that isn't the case, fine. You know, someone let me know. But as far as I know right now, I love it. Yes, there's pretty much a song for everything at this point. So welcome in everyone. Who all's joining me early here? I see Old Bat. I see Jilly's mom. I see Red Shot. I see who's in here? I see Ola. I see La Senorita, Violet Wasp, BGTV, Sweet Potato Pie. Holy shit, Sweet Potato Pie is here. Toby Memes, Rude First Lady Mercedes, Sophie's Best, Mistaken Reaper. What's going on, everyone? I even see Frank and Trash, just Serenity, Dracul. What's up, everyone? Fit and Curvy even made it. I see everyone's filing in. That's good. That's good because we're going to be taking a look at. I'm sorry. It just caught me off when I saw that not only was Billy here, but he had he timed out old Stabby McBoxer over there. So sorry, Stabella, you're at it. Well, I'm not sorry actually. That was a good laugh I got out of that. Anyway, we're going to be taking a look at Shanny and Rev's latest grift here. It seems they kind of came at this from a couple of different angles. So on one side, and we'll go through this here. On one side, you have Rev, whose grift is, you know, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. You know, that's basically what Rev's doing here. where he's like, gee golly willikers, folks, I got a job interview and I just didn't get the job. And we all pressed X to doubt. Thank you, Hooves on the Ground, for becoming a member. That's very brave of you, considering the amount of content I put out on this channel. But I do thank you very much. And it's going to be a good one, folks. And that, like I said, that's where Rev's coming from. On the other side, Shanny's coming from a totally different side, which is that fucking idiot Rev's grift didn't work. We're not making any money, so the Shansters got cancer again, folks. It's they found something. So we're gonna take a look at all that. And now that we're all here, we got almost 50 people already watching. I say we go ahead and jump right in, folks, because this is some good stuff. This is what happens when I think both of them are seeing that it's kind of fucking over. Like the writing's been on the wall for a while now, but it's kind of fucking over. You know, like it's like even the dumbest of dumb, i.e., Shanny and Rev, are smart enough to realize the writing's on the wall. It's fucking over. All right. So we're gonna dig in. We're gonna take a look here. Fuck yeah, East Carolina represent. Some of these fuckers out here don't even know about East Carolina, but they will. Oh, they will. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The first, all videos, by the way, that I'm pulling from today are from Graveyard Flowers. So if you like Shanny content, you like it kind of undoctored, just uploaded the way it is, no commentary, go check out Graveyard Flowers. And without further ado, I guess we can jump right in. Oh, you're in the same state as me, Hooves? I apologize. Not just for sharing a state with me, but sharing a state with a lot of people who vote against their own interests. And now, as a result, I got to go get my car aligned because they don't pave the roads out here. Anyway, let's jump in. Rev is sick, tired, and depressed. Fucking color me shocked.
Hey guys, what's up? Rev here. So I went to the interview. It was 9:30, and let's just say I didn't get it.
Let's just say I didn't get it. So I mean, like, I have questions. First and foremost, let me just go ahead and throw it out here that I don't believe that Rev went to a job interview. I know, big shocker, right? To go a little deeper, I don't think Rev ever had a job interview. Big shocker, right? Everyone just, go ahead and clutch your pearls at this hot take that I have here. But yeah, I don't think he had a job interview. Don't think he went to a job interview. Exactly. We're pressing X to doubt. But let's just assume for a moment that he did. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Let's just say that he did. Let's say he imagined work long enough to fill out a job application, get dressed, and then go to an interview. Once again, we know this is bullshit, but let's just say if he did, what kind of like shape do you imagine that Rev would show up to a job interview in? Like, what would he look like showing up at a job interview? Because this video was taken, what I'm assuming is shortly after being rejected from said job. And once again, you've got that fucking scraggly ass hair. It's being covered up at the moment, but you can kind of see a little bit of it poking out. You know it's not brush. You know it's not wash. You imagine what this fucker smells like. They don't wash their clothes. They just kind of cycle and through whatever they have. So you know he smells like ass. He looks like a fucking atrocity. No one's going to give you a job like this. So even if you were going to try to convince everyone out there, what's up, Graveyard Flowers? If you're going to try to convince everyone out there that you did go to a job interview, like, and because let's be honest, this is what the grift is for Rev. I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm trying now, and it's still not working, folks. So that's the grift. So if you really want to go through with that, with your whole scam here, Riv, maybe, I don't know, run a brush through your fucking hair. Look at water, maybe. Just look at it. Maybe that'll help. Maybe just have the appearance like you're not full of shit and a lying sack of shit. But that's just my advice. You take it or leave it, man. Because I'll be honest with you, not taking my advice leads to a lot more laughs. So do you, Rev? Do you?
So I'm really like I'm depressed, not understanding what the future looks like, not understanding what the hell I'm gonna do. Like,
Okay, so I can help you out with what the future looks like, Rev, and what you're going to do. I can help you out, bud. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. Your future looks, I'll put it to you like this. You're depressed right now. I got to tell you, man, I think your future looks way worse than what you're in right now. I would have to assume eventually your uncle is either going to get fed up with you and kick you and biggin out, or he's going to die and you're going to end up homeless. Like, one of these things are going to happen. Real quick, let me go ahead and this one slid by me. Thank you, Old Bat, for the $2 super chat. Who the fuck would hire him? I'm trying to get there are those people out there that are like, let me give this guy a shot. He looks like he's been through the ringer. let me try to be the helping hand of this guy, right? So I could see someone potentially like giving him the job, but I don't see it lasting more than maybe a week tops. And I think I'm being very generous by saying a week. But yeah, Rev, your life's not getting any better. If you're looking for like, what is it gonna be like in the future? Just think about like what it is now, but worse, because you have no plan in place to correct your life. And your life's a fucking war crime at this point, my guy. It's ugly. It is not good, but continue.
I'm just being straight up with you. But like with this place, the applying was weird, and
It's weird to you because you've never done it before. Anytime you would apply for a job, you've never done it before. Like, like, of course, it's holy shit, Shan. They want like my phone number and where I live and my name and my social and other jobs I've worked at. LO fucking L. Can you imagine this guy's resume? You like, I mean, is there even a reason to create a resume at this point in his working career? I guess if I could call it that. Thank you, Hooves on the Ground, $2 super chat. Rev could work at Casey Anthony's daycare. See, you know what? Yeah, okay. I was gonna try to defend Rev there. I was like, he didn't kill the kid, but hey, let's just be real here. Let's just be real. If you'll put your hands on a kid like that, it's probably only a matter of time before you escalate, especially if you see if you can get away with that shit. So yeah, it sounds about on brand. Fuck. Let's see. What is this pathetic fuck talking about? I forgot.
like the stuff they were saying. I don't want to go into detail because it was just a weird experience. Because like I said, this is new to me, and I'm trying to find my way through this shit. And my mind messes with me, and my nerves mess with me, and I don't have any medication to deal with this stuff. This.
You don't have medication. What are you talking about? You don't have any prescriptions, Rev. What kind of medication are you talking about? Like, what exactly are you talking about, Rev? What's your medication here, buddy? Here's the thing, and I'll go ahead and put it out here. I smoke weed. I do. A lot of people who know, anything about me probably know that or could kind of figure that out. But see, here's the thing, Rev. I'm not out here calling it medication because that's fucking stupid. And B, I have a job and I pay all of my bills and take care of all my responsibilities before I do anything for myself. And that's how I'm able to do things for myself, Rev. It's crazy that I don't have to get on the internet and cry and tell everyone that, you know what, I'm a failure of a man because I couldn't get a job interview or I couldn't get the job at the interview. So, Rev, that's the thing, man. You keep talking about where is my future? Where is my future? This or worse. And honestly, probably the latter.
Stuff that goes on in my head. So, yeah, I didn't get it, and I feel shitty and really depressed and hopeless and helpless.
And that's where you come in, folks. That's where you all come in. You could make me feel less shitty and worthless and hopeless if you just give me some of your money. I figured it out, folks. I don't have to get a job if you give me all the money you get from your job. Hi.
And Shani is so sick, guys. She's so sick.
Sick of your shit. You should have had a job already, you worthless turd. Now get out there and catch that squirrel.
And it's like every day it's the same thing. It's like these medications aren't doing what's needed to take care of what needs to be taken care of for her. So, if you can help us out, I need like $40 to get some medicine.
And there it is. That's the entire purpose of this video. You thought he was coming on here to express his depression, his anger, being upset over not being able to better himself. Is that what you thought, you dumb son of a bitch? That's not what's going on here. He's coming on here to ask for $40. $40, folks. That can make it all better. Pull him right out of his depression. He just needs 40 buckaroos, and he's going to be a very happy Rev because he's not going to have to get hit today. That's why. That's what's going to make him very happy. He's not going to get to indulge in whatever drugs or foods that he procures. That's for Shani. That's so she doesn't beat him within an inch of his life, which at this point looks like a pretty good option.
The price of everything with that stuff is going up with the medicine. So if you can, if you want to help out.
And not only do I not want to, I'm not. And I would suggest nobody else do it either. Because I got to tell you, I suffering poverty, usually not a fan of those things. I usually feel really bad for people who are suffering, who are living in poverty. And then I realize those people are usually there through no fault of their own. They're usually working poor. They're usually in a position where they're not literally not able to achieve employment, not just because, chat PTSD or whatever the fuck Rev's going with this week. I feel really bad for those people. And I think social safety nets are there for those people and should be there for those type of people. You, on the other hand, you and Big and next to you over there, the big fucking couch pisser next to you, you guys fucking drown for all I care. Seriously, fuck you both. You're awful people. Awful providers to what are thankfully no longer the children in your home. Awful boyfriend / girlfriend, awful people in general. So, to these two specifically, poverty looks good on you. Love it.
My PayPal is at RevDude, RevDude. That's my PayPal. If you can help us out. I just need prayer, man.
No, it sounds like you need $40. It sounds like you need $40, Rev. I don't think you need any prayer. I don't think that's what you need. What if we're being honest, what you need is a real job application, because I don't think you ever filled one out, and hopefully a real job interview that you could take seriously and actually try to procure yourself some employment so you'll be able to listen real close to this, Rev. Get the fuck away from Biggin over there and maybe make something of yourself. Not that it would be anything big. We're not shooting for the stars here, Rev, but like a job where you can, I don't know, pay for yourself and you're not like a detriment to society. That would be a good start. Thank you very much. That is crazy for the $20 super chat. I very much appreciate that. Don't know why you would, but I do appreciate it. For some smokes or a bag of weed. See, you know, you're the best. And that's exactly what it'll go to. I promise you. Thank you very much. Let's continue with what was he being called earlier? I think Hooves referred to him as Meth Ninja. Let's see what he's saying.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my life, guys. I really don't.
And neither do we. None of us know what you're doing with your life. But it's damn fun to sit back and watch, isn't it? I mean, Rev, you are literally we're all like rubbernecking, basically. And you're just a fucking car crash. Just an awful car crash that you know it's not going to end well. Whatever, you know, that's what you are, my guy. That is exactly what you are. And I got to tell you, I do enjoy it. So let me go ahead and stop sharing that one, because that was Rev's first attempt to get a little money or for some drugs or foods. Because he's so depressed, folks. He tries so hard. What's a guy to do? It's just the economy, you know? That's what's really getting him. All right. So shortly after that video dropped, and I guess Rev didn't get his $40 that he was looking for out of that video, or Shani didn't get the money that she was looking for out of that video, they decided that, you know what, Rev, you're a fucking failure. If you got to do something right, do it yourself. So Shani climbed her big fat ass on the internet and did what Shani does best. Matter of fact, I'll give you all a bit of a preview as to what this next Shani video kind of entails. You ready? Here's the preview. That's right, ladies and gents. We're going to be dealing with a Shani cry fest because they found something.
And I'm alone.
Rev's right there.
And I just received a call from where I got my mammogram. God, this weather's mad. Baby, I'm so glad you're here.
So Rev's just walking in from the outside.
This weather is madness. It's crazy what I have to walk around in because I don't have a job or a car, and you'll hit me if I don't.
So it just so happens that while Rev had stepped away, he had stepped out to go and get big in her fucking, fourth meal when the rest of us are having like breakfast. When he stepped out, Shani got the call. Oh no, the call she had been dreading. They found something. Very interesting timing. Like, does Rev never stop and think I've already gone too far. Does Rev ever stop and think? Never mind. We'll push on forward because that's obviously the answer to that is no.
The Imogen place called.
Imogen.
They found something and they want me to
It was a Dorito under my tit.
do additional tests and an ultrasound. But they found something, baby. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
She really doesn't give a fuck. Like, if Rev's not in on this, if she's just playing him too, because presumably he was gone to like, pick up whatever the fuck they were needing. Like I said, Shani's fourth meal at 10 a.m., whatever it may be. Like, she's really fucking with him bad too, because like his mom passed away of cancer. And, you know, say what you want to about Rev. He's a piece of shit, granted. Not going to disagree with any of that. You know that fucks with him. Like, he talks about it to this day. And now Shani's doing it. And for whatever dumb fuck reason, he's emotionally attached to her as well. So he's buying this shit hook, line, and sinker. And she is just really dicking him around. It's like Shani and Rev are both fucking pure evil. Like they are. You know, they'll hit kids, they'll lie, they'll cheat, they'll steal, they'll do whatever the fuck they need to do to better themselves. But you got to admit, in this circumstance, Shani, she's a giant piece of shit for this one. And Rev, say what you want to about him. Yeah, he's still a victim around her at certain points in time. Like, dead ass. This is fucking gross, Shani.
They found something also on the night at 10:30. I have an appointment.
Where on it?
At the imaging place, so they give me another. They're gonna give me another mammogram and an ultrasound.
Fire it up, Shani. Fire it up. I want a big lawn siren wail.
I'm so scared.
You're so scared, huh, Shani? Well, now you know how Rev feels whenever he comes home without the foods. Now you know. He's not going to get to come in and play with Gavin Eats a Boy. He's going to have to come in and suffer the fate of your harms. By the way, Big Bitch called her arms harms the other day. I caught it. I got to find where it was at. But I was at work and I almost lost my goddamn mind. It was hilarious. Anyway, back to the being scared.
I figure since they're doing the ultrasound, it must be fucking deep.
Of course it's deep. Look at you.
They did an ultrasound on my mommy too.
They did right before. So they did find some.
Yeah,
They did.
they did.
I want to talk to my sister.
She hates you.
You should
Like, nobody likes you, Shani. Your sister doesn't want to have anything to do with you. If I'm not mistaken, they didn't even want you to be present at either or both of the parents' funerals, if I'm not mistaken. They don't like you. They're not a fan of you. They've kind of shunned you from the family. I totally fucking understand why. And I don't think that they're going to want to hear your latest sob story about how you have cancer for the 45th time. Crazy, right? Let's see here. She's scared.
You should call
Uh,
her. No.
Why is this buffering so much?
You told me. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me.
What? What? Thank you for telling me? Okay.
Oh,
they
did they say, is it one, both? Or
said they're very concerned about my right breast.
this?
I think they should probably be really concerned about your entire fucking body and how it's going to shut down piece by piece because you're a big bitch who sits on your couch eating literally all day. I mean, you've definitely got some medical issues. I'm not going to dispute that, Shani. Looking at you, I'm not a doctor, obviously. Looking at you, though, yeah, I could tell. You've definitely got some issues. I just got to tell you, I don't think any of them are falling into the basket of things that you can grift with. Sorry, Shani. It's kind of hard to get on the internet and, you know, tell the truth at the point you're at, which is I'm fat and lazy and you should give me money. Although I have to say, I think I would respect you more because at least you wouldn't be lying about it at that point. At least you'd be honest.
This one.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was Rev like taking bets on which tit had cancer in it? Is that is that what we just heard?
Wow, Shan, I really had my money on it being the left one. You know, the one you drop the crack pipe on and it's got the scab there.
I didn't expect that. No. No. No, Jesus, please turn this around.
All right, buddy. Jesus is gonna turn it all around for you. I got you. Don't even worry about Jesus. I got you. All you need is a time machine. You hop back in that bitch, and whenever Shani rolls up to your door, you just shut that bitch really fast. There you go. There's my advice for you. And you can do it. All you need is a way to travel, navigate through time, which that's not a big order. I think you can get that together, right, Rev? Let's hook that up.
Please.
Mm.
Please. Turn this around.
Bro, she kind of sounds like one of those, like, back when VHS tapes were a thing, they had those, like, turbo rewinders. You could put the tape in and rewind it in, like, 20 seconds or whatever. And it would be like, ah! It's kind of like Shani.
Please. Jesus. The ninth?
The 9th at 10:30.
Okay.
I did call.
Yeah, now call her a liar, you fucking sexist shit. You call her a liar now.
She's a liar. Like, wait. What the fuck does Shani starting a stream out of the blue while you're not there? Well, it's not like we all heard this phone call or anything. It's not like there's any kind of new evidence being added here.
Well, yeah, you guys call her a fucking liar now, but now there's still no evidence. Shani just fired up a stream and was going to tell the world that she had tit cancer before she told her significant other. That's what's happening right now. Everyone knows she's fucking lying. She didn't go to get the damn mammogram done to begin with. I'd almost bank on that. They sure as hell aren't calling her, telling her that your suspicions are confirmed. No, that's not what's happening here, Rev. Like, what new evidence do you think has been submitted here to where you can now try to, like, tell all of us, oh yeah, we fucking told you. Thank you for the $5 super chat, old bat. Much appreciated. Whatever is in those floppers will die from the filth. Like, yeah, I imagine there's some pretty fucking insane bacteria that lives down there. Oh man. I'm gonna reluctantly press play. We're gonna continue.
You're live?
It just happened.
You just addressed us. You just addressed anyone watching this video. You knew she was live. What the fuck? Like, we heard you address everyone, Rev. You know that, right? Oh my God.
I just needed someone to talk to because you were gone.
I didn't know you were live. Well, yeah, call her a liar. I didn't know she was live, but go ahead and call her a fucking liar now.
She's a liar.
You just got home. I'm gonna get off this.
Oh, and there it is. There's the cry fest, folks. The sirens were a wailing, weren't they? Wail being a very choice, appropriate word there, I think. Yeah, Rev. You know, that's because that's what you do. Put yourself in the mindset of someone who just found out that they have cancer. You know, what do you do? What's the first thing that you do? I don't know about you folks. I'm firing up a fucking live stream. Yeah, immediately. I'm taking this to YouTube. You know? Hey folks, what's going on? Just wanted you to know I got cancer. In stream. All right, folks, we have one more video we're going to be taking a look at today. I saved the Lawnest for last here, so let's stop sharing that screen. And we are going to take a look at our third and final video. Like I said, I saved the Lawnest for the last. This one's about an hour and 8-minute video. The other ones were a little bit shorter, but I did want to put those out there as kind of a precursor to this video because I think those two really showed the grift that both of them were going for on that day, just a few days ago. So let's go ahead and take a look at this last one here. Once again, also courtesy of Graveyard Flowers. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
He is. So I want to put truth out there because I
hate to pause it so early. You guys know I pause early and often, but I hate to do it. But let's be real here. Shani putting truth out there. All right, so if that's the case, then what you're going to tell us now is Rev never had a job interview. I never went to go have any medical tests done. We're lying to you. We are just lazy, grifting pieces of shit. Please give us your money. If those are the next words that come out of your mouth, I'll give it to you. Anything else, go fuck yourself.
First of all, I'm going to say this. I do not feel good.
You don't look good.
I haven't felt good for a very long time. And
Yeah,
I'm just
I agree.
getting progressively worse as time goes by.
Why all the buffering today? Yeah, you are getting worse, Shani. You look awful.
There's this big rumor out there that this dude named Drader put out that said that I'm getting in trouble with the DA because of donation scams and just, it's not true. It's not true. There's no DA after me because of cancer. I'm being checked out for cancer. That's the simple truth.
You're not though, Shani. That's kind of the point. Like, I don't really give a fuck what Drader says. I take what he says with a fucking boulder of salt. Like, I'm not going to believe that dumbass for a minute, but he got up under your skin. So, you know, reaffirms that's not very difficult to do. Yeah, Shani. So basically what you're saying is I'm not telling you all I have cancer. I'm telling you all that my cancer, that my doctor thinks that I have cancer. Well, you've already done this before. You've already gone down this doesn't she have cancer route before, because you try to walk that fine line, which I don't know how you do it without hurting your ankle, especially after that dream you had a few months ago. I don't know how you do it, but you try to walk that fine line between not saying you have cancer, because you've done that in the past and it's come back to bite you in your big fat ass, but implying that maybe there could be something cancer-like. You know, that's kind of the grift we're on here recently. Walking a fine line, folks. Walking a fine line. Not doing a very good job of it.
I'm being checked out for cancer and I'm going through a lot and I'm in a lot of pain and I'm very sick. And I just wish people would just lay off me with their stupid bullshit and assumption making. Because the thing is like what they like to do with their harassment of me is they put out a rumor, right, that just distorts or twists the truth, right? And then they say it a bunch of times, and then other people believe them, and then I get a bunch of hate.
I mean, you can say what you want to about some of these content creators who just pull shit out of their ass just to try to get attention and views. Which, I mean, let's be real. Those people who do that give Shanny the fuel for the fire to be able to say this shit. But the ones of us who have been here covering this big dumb bitch for so long, like there's no rumors, Shanny. You give us almost everything we need. Anytime you go online and you start running your mouth, you start flapping your gums about, this and that. People aren't starting rumors, Shanny. They're just watching your content and calling you out on your obvious bullshit. At least those of us who, aren't fucking con artists to begin with anyway. Yeah, she's got that stubborn 24-hour cancer, right? It's like that stomach bug, it'll put you down for the day, but the next day, maybe you're not 100%, but you're back on your feet. What am I talking about? Shanny on her feet? No fucking way.
On me over bullshit and lies that aren't even true.
Well, that's what a lie is, right, Shanny? A lie that isn't even true. Who ever heard of such a thing? Why? Why is this happening? The video is already like well loaded. What is that?
But the truth is, I haven't felt good for years now.
I buy it.
And I've just been progressively getting worse through the years. And
Yeah.
I need to figure out what's wrong with my body because it's not functioning. I'm not functioning very well. And for the longest time, I used the internet as a way how to communicate with people because I'll just be honest, I'm a lonely person.
Because Rev's worth nothing. I agree with you there.
I don't get out much. I have a hard time keeping friends for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with that. But I try at the end of the day. Now people like to go and
when the fuck have you ever tried at anything other than seeing how much you can get away with doing nothing? Seeing how far you can get in life without actually having to get up off your ass. Like that's the only thing you've ever put in any effort into. If you put like a quarter of the effort you put into grifting, into finding some type of job, finding some type of way to be able to make it on your own without begging on the internet, scamming, grifting people on the internet. Like, come on, Shanny. You're going to sit here and tell me there's no work at home jobs. You can still sit on the piss couch. You can still not get up and do a goddamn thing, but at least you would be making some kind of money.
Just be completely rude and insensitive to me and be like, if you walk, you'll feel better. If you exercise, you feel better. The truth.
So we have the question, who's she putting this show on for? And that's a good question. Because what Shanny loves is, or what she tries to do is, she knows that a large number of people who watch her, the vast majority, 90-something% of the people who watch her are fully aware that she is awful inside and out. They're fully aware that she is a scammer. They're fully aware of what type of person she is. Shanny can't get away from that. There's nothing she can really do because she's not willing to actually do better. So no one's going to trust her. What she's looking for are those few people out there who are one of two things. They're either A, new around here and think that Shanny's telling the truth, that she's a victim, she's being harassed by all these people, or B, they're just okay with being her little pay pigs. Simple as that. Some of those people who fall into that second part of the category there, the latter part, are now making Shanny content. and are some of the people that I was referencing earlier about how they don't really care what they say. They just want the attention. They don't care if what they're saying is rooted in any reality. They don't care if what they're saying is entertaining. None of that. They just want the eyes on their channel. The reason I bring that up so much is because I think once again, it gives Shani that fuel to the fire she needs to be able to say some of the shit like she's saying in this very video.
Doesn't matter is I have done that for years. I've done that is try to walk and exercise and get some kind of strength, and it just always felt like my body just progressively got worse and worse, more pain.
Because you got lazier and lazier and ate more and more. This is crazy thing, Shani. It's like you intake a lot of calories and you don't burn any of them other than what your body's just burning by fucking existing. You get really fat and you keep doing that and you get to a point to where, like, I'll be honest with you, Shani, I believe you. I believe you're in pain a lot. I do. I couldn't imagine being that huge. But you know, I mean, once again, I would respect you more if you came on here and was like, look, I'm just really fat and lazy and I just want your money because, you know, the whole lazy thing.
More agony. And with that came more people being assholes to me for the sheer sake of being assholes.
Do you think that's what it is? Do you think people are rude to you just because they want to be rude to you? Just because, oh, look, we found someone to be rude to. We can just take out all our frustrations and aggressions on her. Is that really what you think? Or do you think it's the fact that you've literally made everyone on the internet who knows of your existence despise you, unless they're completely awful people themselves and can kind of relate to you? That's not good. I don't know if you know that or not. Thank you, Yammy Jackie, for becoming a member. Once again, very brave of you to do so, considering the amount of content I put out on this channel, but I do appreciate it very much, very much. Let's see. I think you've actually got a message here. How have I not done that sooner? Love you, Brian. God damn it. I'm fucking Brian again. I'm fucking Brian. I see you. I'm Brian. Yeah, you got it. Just woke up, huh? It happens. Well, what a way to wake up. Just shouldn't there be a buffer in between waking up and seeing Shani content? I apologize.
And you can see it in the comment section. They're saying diabetes. They're saying withdrawal. It's like, no, motherfuckers. It's called fucking pain.
You really gonna sit here and pretend like diabetes isn't a real possibility for you, Shani? Seriously, like if you were really going to the doctor, if that was a thing that was actually happening, I'm not so sure he'd be very interested in looking at your breast first, to be honest with you. I think he or she would probably be more interested in taking a look at how the fuck you're still alive, considering you look like you're about to burst out of your skin.
It's called fucking pain. And to such an extreme that I can't function right. Like I was getting my mammogram, and I like almost passed out.
She hadn't had she hadn't had a Big Mac in like fucking at least 2 hours. You know, she was feeling a little lightheaded there. Couldn't go anywhere because she had her titty in the machine. Shani, that never happened. You never went to any doctor. If you were hungry, feeling lightheaded, you just beat Rev until he made it stop.
Just by standing for like 5 minutes just to get my mammogram.
Yeah, you do have to like stand in front of those machines, don't you? Like, are we really buying that Shani stood up for more than a few minutes? I don't know. My thumb is hovering the X button.
Like Jason can tell you when I came out, my face was like beet red.
Yeah, like a fire engine. Like, wow. like a furnace, you know. And
I got super mad. I thought you were I got super scared. I thought you were mad at me. I almost ran out of the hospital.
a cartoon,
like I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it was like my nerves or
probably a combination.
Yeah.
And then you had a hot flash.
And I had a hot flash on top of that. It's just.
And then I had a hot pocket to make that all better. It was crazy.
It's like all this culmination of fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And it just like I don't know how to handle shit anymore. You know, like I don't have the energy to hate. I don't have the energy to like defend myself over such serious.
Just what you don't have the energy to hate anymore. Is that what I heard you say, Shanny? Pish posh. That is literally the only thing you have energy to do most of the time is to hate on people. Fuck Shanny. This is a good one. I like this. This is we're hitting a lot of the classic Shanny, like checking a lot of Shanny boxes here. You know, like I'm a victim, I'm sick, things should be better for me because I'm a good person. You know, we're hitting a lot of those Shanny boxes here, ticking them off one by one. This is becoming a classic example of a Shanny video right here. Keep going. By the way, we got to get them that 100K subs, man. We got to see that face reveal, you know, because none of us know what they look like. So that's going to be well worth the 100K subs. Spoiler alert, their channel's gone after it hits 1,000 when the idiots try to monetize. It's not happening.
Stupid fucking lies and allegations and stupid shit. You know, like everyone just puts their assumptions out there like that's the truth. And no, stupid idiots, it's your assumptions.
No, Shanny. Shanny, to the people who have watched you for several years, myself included, that's awful to even think about. But to the people that have watched you for several years, we realize that you are on a cycle. You do the same shit over and over and over again. And people aren't just out here making rumors up about you. They're seeing what you're doing, recognizing those actions from months or even years past, and are bringing up exactly what's going to happen. Like there are people in this community that can call almost to the T exactly what your next move is going to be.
I'm trying to tell you the truth and you're not fucking listening to me. You're being invalidating pieces of shit.
Oh shit, there's another one. We checked another Shanny box. Somebody was being invalidating.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day. Bottom line.
You're being invalidating pieces of shit, and you know you are, because you're deliberately acting in this way to try to get me to rage. And frankly, I don't.
Yeah, people do intentionally try to get you to rage because number one, it's easy. Number two, it's funny. And number three, you're awful, so nobody feels bad about it.
I don't have the energy to even do that. So how do I freaking deal with all these emotions? But yet I don't have the strength to handle such emotions.
You've got the strength to beat Rev into the ground.
I need someone to know how fucked up that is. Because it used to be like someone say something really screwed up to me and I just like rage and just like take them on, and now it's like I don't have the energy for that. Like it's not worth it to me anymore, man.
What? Building your quote unquote internet fame? That's not worth it to you anymore? Cool. Well, you know what comes next, right? Getting a job. Because as you kept telling everyone that was your job, right? And you're not feeling it anymore. Apparently, you're saying you're going to move on. So to what? Like, bitch, you ain't moving off the couch. The one you just pissed in because you didn't want to move to go use the toilet. Are you fucking serious?
It's not worth it to me anymore. And everyone wants to talk their shit. Everyone wants to be mean and rude, and they don't see the evil they're doing.
I mean, the same could be said of you, right, Shani? You're evil, you're mean, and you probably, it's not that you don't see what you're doing, you don't care. Like you'll literally shit on anyone to get whatever you need to get by. We've seen it. Bitch, I watched you lick icing off of cupcakes on your kid's birthday before you gave him the cupcake. Like I bring that story up a lot because to me that is the essence of Shani is that story right there. Even with her own children, she's got to get hers first. It's fucking insanity.
It's like when Jesus is like on the cross and he's like, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. I really fully understand that stance.
There it is. She gets it now, folks. Shani is the second coming of Jesus Christ, as it were. You know, she gets it. You know, Shani's up on this cross right now, which, since we're already talking about, biblical stuff, God bless that cross. God bless it for being able to withstand her weight and hold her up. Shani, you're so fucking huge. There's no crucifixion with you. Your weight's going to immediately make those nails slide right out of your fucking hands. You're going to be upside down with your feet still stapled in for just a second. And then those are going to fall out and you're going to land on your head. There's not going to be this big moment of forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. It's going to be like, get them, God. Get them, God, Daddy. Snipe them. They were rude to me. And then you're going to fall. That's what's going to happen. Fuck off, Shani. Like, I'm not a Christian, but you're over here comparing yourself to Jesus Christ. Look, I got a lot of issues with Christianity, but Jesus Christ isn't really one of them. He was actually seemed to be a decent character in that book. A much more toned down, not as much of an asshole as his dad was, as it were. Shani, I don't think you measure up, man. I don't. Dude walked on water. You can't even walk.
Because I don't think you guys understand what you're doing.
No, I agree with you.
Of course you do.
My kids, why do you keep breeding up my kids, man? My kids are safe and they're happy, and that's what I need.
Right. Oh, well, hey, Shani told the truth for once. The kids are safe and happy. Not being in the house with someone who eats all the food, not being in the house with people who aren't willing to work to provide for them, not being in the house with two people who put their hands on them. Yeah, I'd say they're doing a whole lot better these days. Vacation looks good on them, and I'm very happy that they're out of there, away from your tyrannical control.
Is them to be in a safe, happy place. And you guys try to make it out like I'm doing something abusive toward my kids, and it's not even that. But you could keep repeating.
Bitch, you spotty slammed one of them. You allowed the abuser in Rev of one of your kids to come back into the home just because you wanted some dick. That's what you said. Once again, these aren't rumors that we started. These are comments that you made in streams. That's how we know them.
Feeding your stupid lies and believing your bullshit. That's on you, man. That's on you. And look at you guys. Like, it's serious.
Look at you.
Analyze yourself. Your whole thing is trying to shame me or make me feel bad over.
Let me tell you, bitch, I can't shame you. I can't. If all the shit that you've done publicly on the internet, if you're not ashamed by now, there's no shaming you. I can't shame you. I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to laugh at you. I'm here to laugh at you. I'm here to mock you. I'm here to show how, like, even someone like me, like, there's nothing special about me. I'm just some guy. I'm not super smart. I'm not super good looking. I have no extraordinary talents or gifts. But God damn it, Shani, son of a bitch. You're out here. Look at you guys. Look at what you're doing. Look at you. Look at your entire life that you've put onto the internet. It's a disgrace. Your life is a war crime. Like, oh man, it's like it's glass houses type shit, man. It's like when you hear Shani call someone else fat.
For something, and I tell you, I don't feel bad over anything I've been doing lately because everything I've done is the right decision.
Yes, everything that Shani has done to this point has been the right decision. So then maybe you will indulge me here and tell me how exactly the fuck you have ended up in the position that you have ended up in if you have made all the right decisions up until this point. So let's think about this. The right decisions. Letting your kids play with sex toys and having them taken away from you. That was the right decision. Letting your significant other brogue kick them and letting them once again be taken away from you. Right decision. Not working and relying on the trust fund kids' mommy money to just see how far you can get in life until it runs out. That was the right decision. Beating the guy who is providing, at least at that point, at some juncture in some way for your kids and you, beating him and then trying to get him arrested. That was you know what? Actually, that was the right decision because fuck Rev 2. You got me there, Shani.
Putting my children in foster care was the right decision for them because they need a place where they can thrive. So
and it ain't with you, bitch.
I really don't care about what your opinion is on that matter because I know they're good and I know they're happy and I know they're secure and I know they're.
Oh, so you didn't know about the sex toy story, huh? So essentially from my remembering the story, it was that her kids were playing with her dildos, her sex toys. This was discovered, kids were taken, and if I'm not mistaken, this was the same point where she married Chris to get the kids back to begin with. So yeah. Shani has a history of using men and other people in her life to try to get what she can get out of them. Shocker, right?
They're thriving, and to me, it's worth it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's worth it.
That's right here. Forgot about that spicy detail.
Yeah. The DA thing, that's bullshit too. There's no DA on me. I am a woman.
That's because it came from fucking Drader. You notice those are the only things she specifically attacks anymore, like specifically, and really gets into it with taking up time to talk about it, are the shit that comes from Carrie and Drader. Mighty fucking interesting, isn't it? Mighty fucking interesting.
Getting checked out if I have breast cancer. And you turn it into something it's not. Something I've been thinking about that's been on my mind for years. And I didn't do anything about it. And I'm beating myself up over it. And should I? Because I was going through so much at that time. And I've gotten so depressed because I let your
When are you not going through so much though, Shani? I mean,
fucking comments get to my fucking head. But now it doesn't even get to my head.
right, because you're on here doing what, Shani? Why are you here? If none of this is bothering you, then what? That's it. Look, even if something bothers you, don't come online and bitch about it. Like, especially stuff like this, because you're just kind of playing into it. But you know what, Shani, you should know this by now. I'm not going to repeat this. Continue to make a fucking idiot out of yourself while y'all laugh at your expense.
Now, there is no open case. There is no open case. You're stupid.
Right.
Good. There'll be a DA investigation and I come off innocent. I really don't care. I'm not afraid. I know the truth. You don't. You're making shit up. You read a fucking article. This is what you stupid idiots did. You read an article about a woman scamming and having cancer, and you put that story into the public, and then you try.
Is it that, Shani? Is that what it is? Or did you read an article about someone who had cancer and were able to scam people out of money after, coming to fruition? She didn't actually have cancer. Did you read that article and decide maybe that you could get away with it? Because as we all know, Shani, you think you're smarter than everybody else. So I'm assuming you thought that you would be able to get away with it where this person failed at their scam, right? That seems a whole lot more likely to me.
Try to relate what I'm going through to that. That's what you did. But I know I'm 100% innocent in everything.
She's 100% innocent, folks. Oh, so Carrie has mad arrests, huh? Shocker. So she's innocent, folks. She's done nothing wrong. She's much like Von Helton would say, a model citizen, right? Very productive to society. She's done nothing. She's innocent. She's an innocent, folks. All the things that we've seen her do on the internet, that was performance art. Don't worry about that. Every bit of that was performance art. She's innocent. She's done nothing. She didn't beat Rev and go to jail for that. That didn't happen. She didn't body slam her kid. She didn't allow Rev to hit her kid. She didn't take food out of her kids' mouths. She didn't sit on her big fat ass while her kids had needs that she didn't fulfill, like getting them clothes when they're, especially where they're still in public schools. Like, can you imagine that? Like, you have to go be the stinky kid at school and then come home and deal with Shani and Rev as your providers. Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you very much, Philly Guy, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that very much. The title of this stream is worth the money alone. Thank you. I'm glad you like the stream name that I came up with in like a minute and a half, because I was like, what rhymes with grift? Drift. Tokyo Drift. Fast and the up there it is. Fast and the Famished. We got it.
You guys make this shit up.
Who? Like, I know you're not talking to me, Biggin. I don't make anything up unless it's an obvious joke that I'm making, which once again, those are pretty fucking obvious, I would like to believe. Like, seriously, come after the creators who have been covering you for a long time again. Come after us again, Shani. What are we lying about? You've said we've lied about things in the past that we all had receipts for. What are we lying about specifically? Once again, it seems like you're really only trying to have an answer towards things that come from a certain portion of YouTube.
Or you take my words and completely twist them out of context, which you are. That's why you say I've been claiming to have cancer. No, I said I didn't have cancer.
Yeah, you've said you've had it. You've said you didn't have it. Then you said you had it again. Then people said, hey, look, she's lying. And you said you didn't have it. And then you said you never said you had it. it goes back to that whole cycle we were talking about earlier there, Shani, that people can kind of call what you're going to do. Because you were talking about earlier about how I'm done with this. I'm moving on, fuck this. I'm done with this. No, you're not. Your life is a Mobius strip of the same 3 acts on loop ad nauseum.
But yet you're saying I'm claiming to have cancer. No, I've been checking myself up over the years over it. You have to be your own advocate when it comes to your medical shit. And if there's something wrong with your body, you got to get it checked out. And there's something seriously wrong.
Well, there is something seriously wrong with your body that you refuse to address. And anytime someone brings up the dreaded word diabetes, you run from it like it's a fucking health food. Like you know for a fucking fact, if there's anything wrong with you, it's the stuff that people are using, admittedly, to take a shot at you because it's funny. Once again, because you're awful. But like it's something like that. Like once again, even if you don't want to be honest, even if you want to grift, I mean, at least come to people and say something a little bit more believable than that. Here you go, Shani. You're a big fat fuck. This will work. I have diabetes and I can't afford insulin. That's a realistic thing that happens to people, especially here in America, where our medical system is shot completely to shit. That'd be more believable than going around and using the most obvious scam ever. But I'm giving you ideas, so maybe I should shut the fuck up. She'll probably finally embrace the diabetes now.
You liars out there want to go and say I'm lazy. I'm not lazy.
Did you hear that? Shani's not lazy. This big bitch here had a dream that she stood up and she hurt her ankle in real life. Not lazy. This is very reminiscent of Shani punching her computer until her stream ended and the computer broke while screaming, "I'm not destructive." She's not lazy. She's not, folks. She's misunderstood. That's what it is.
I've been depressed.
And fat.
But that's not laziness. That's depression. And
oh, go fuck yourself. Seriously, get out of here. Don't do that. So you have cancer, you have depression. I'm gonna assume you don't have any kind of documentation, anything. You've never been diagnosed with any kind of depression or anything like that, right? Is that what it is? Once again, it's everything but diabetes. I'm telling you, Shani, that's the way to go. If you want to grift some fucking hapless idiots, they'll probably believe that.
And really, I think in all cases where people are being called lazy, it's probably depression, and it's really a way.
I was thinking that as soon as I said it.
By calling them lazy. So fuck you with your old world thinking. Your ignorant thinking.
Old world thinking. Interesting. Aren't you Shani for Christ? Isn't that you? That's you, right? I mean, you're not in the losers club. That's just your little hide until you hit 1,000 subscribers and try to monetize and get booted right off the platform again. Old world thinking. It's interesting coming from you because you have made some very old world arguments in the past and even now that are straight out of the Bible. Old world, Bronze Age shit, Shani. It's crazy how whenever Christianity is beneficial to you, you use it, and then when a bit of a new age approach or mindset to things benefit you, you'll use that. It's almost like you're a lying, grifting piece of shit. It's crazy.
And calling someone lazy is just like calling someone the N-word. It's the same thing. Oh, you have depression? You must be lazy. Nah, maybe it could be a mental disorder.
Or maybe it could be that you're an awful lazy bitch and that you want to coast by on other people's money. You want to coast by on other people's achievements. You want to coast by doing literally nothing and be able to maintain a lifestyle that you expect. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. I think what's much more likely to happen is that the two of you perish because how long can you keep this up? I don't get it. I feel like personally, I feel like if I just decided, fuck it, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to go live at a family member's house until they just boot me out. I'm going to beg for food and money on the internet, and we'll just see how far I can coast until I completely just I'm done. Like, how the fuck are they still not in an alley somewhere, Rev digging through the garbage can to find something to satiate Shanny's big fat ass? How are we not there yet? These are questions that need answering.
Maybe someone needs help mentally, right? You guys need help mentally with your sociopath that you are.
You guys need help mentally with the sociopath that you are. Sentences are difficult.
Just spit out lies and people believe it all the freaking time because that's all you say. So whatever, point your fingers. Point your fucking fingers so you can feel better about your menial lies.
Yeah, point your feeners, folks. Point those feeners high, right up to the sky. Point them. Let's see them. Everyone, throw up your ones. Those feeners. No, seriously, fuck you, Shanny. It's not that. Oh yes, she does. She has the IQ of presidents. She also, at one point, I remember Shanny saying that she was smarter than all of us because her brain was fatter. You drink that in. Go ahead.
You spend your whole life in chat rooms talking about other people.
See, that's where you're wrong, Shanny. I rarely ever stream on this channel. I do some stuff on the Geek Room on the weekends. But a lot of that stuff that I do in the Geek Room is catching up on what you guys are up to, or similar lolcows are up to, because I don't just watch Shanny and lolcows 24/7. That's not what I do. I do have a life, Shanny. I have this crazy thing. Ask Rev if he can imagine it. It's called a job.
Instead of talking about things with meaning. So shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Shut
up.
up.
You don't know me. You don't even want to get the chance to know me. Instead, you want to point your fucking fingers and always say I'm
She's Bobby Hilling us all right now. Like, we don't know her. Give me back my content.
lying. I don't care. I don't care about your opinions. How about that? I don't care about your opinions.
And that's why she's here, folks. Step right up, because this big bitch doesn't give a fuck. She's just here because she doesn't care. And she's going to tell you all how much she doesn't care by doing an hour-long stream on how much she doesn't care.
And you just put out useless accusations against me. Like, look at you guys. Like, seriously, look at your behavior right now. You want to call me abusive, but yet you're the most abusive people I've ever seen in my entire life.
So I take it you haven't looked at yourself or Rev in a while. It's crazy because, like, I have 2 kids and I don't bro kick them in the fucking chest. Isn't that something? Never body slammed either one of them, Shanny. It's crazy. And you know what? On their birthday, if they want a cupcake, I don't lick all the icing off before I hand it to them, because I'm just that kind of guy, you know? Good old Bran. Like, the bar is really fucking low there, but God damn it, I'm meeting it. I'm exceeding it. Look at me, Shanny, having a life.
Mm-hmm. All you do is invalidate someone because all you want to do is just cause a rage. It's sad. It's really
fuck out of here, Janice.
Sad. It's really sad. You have to be so mean and ignorant to someone.
It is. I agree. It's really sad that you have to be mean and ignorant to people. Shanny, do we have to go down this road again of all the mean and ignorant things that you've said and done to people? Now that what are you trying to turn over a new leaf here to get some new pay pigs? Is that what this is? Kind of seems like it.
You guys lie about me all the time.
Name one.
You lied about Foodie Beauty. You lie about a bunch of people.
Go ahead, Shanny.
No one's on your case.
Seriously, I'd love to hear a lie. Once again, if it's something that someone has said that is obviously in jest, is a joke, is an embellishment to create humor, okay, sure. But I think most people are smart enough to realize that's not supposed to be taken literally. I would like for you to come with something that didn't come from the mouth of Carrier Drader and tell us what a lie is. Tell us what the lie is. Because anything we've ever said about you came from your own streams, came from your mouth. Yours are Rev's. And I know sometimes Rev has had to pay for his mouth on occasion, saying things you didn't want people to know about. But that's why that lip was split for like a year and a half, right?
It's forever. So shut the fuck up. I'm not lying about anything, but I know what I'm going through and I know the truth. So y'all can go.
Okay, so even by your own story, you don't know what you're going through. If we've all pressed X to doubt, we know you're lying about the whole they found something. Like, we know that's bullshit. But even if we gave you the benefit of the doubt, come on, seriously, Shanny, for fuck's sake. I mean, at some point you got to realize that you are dealing with more people that know who you are and what you're about than don't. That didn't spell success for you and your little grifting scheme you have going on.
Go say whatever shit you want. I don't care anymore. You know why? Because as far as I'm thinking, everything in my life has ever gone to shit. All these people are like, think positive, Shannon. Think positive. Think positive. Why? Why?
So your entire life, everything has gone to shit. All right. So let's think about this for a second. Shanny, if everything in your life goes to shit, do you think it's everything else in your life that was in the Ron? Do you think so? Or do you think it all kind of comes back to one common element? Whose life is it? Oh, it's yours. Who makes the decisions in this life of yours? You. So at the end of the day, who's fucking up here, Shanny? It can't be everyone else's fault all the time. It just simply can't. It's just statistically, like realistically, looking at this here, it just can't. Thank you, Griffin Doggo, for the 5 super chat funny money there. I don't know what it is, but thank you very much for it. They found something. Girl, it's the poor it's the poor piece of corn. Let him go. # free corny. You know what, corny? Thank you very much for that. For bringing up old corny. He was a staple of Shanny and Red videos for so long. He used to show up with his best friend, Paul Malpack. They always hang out with each other. I have it on good authority that corn actually was ingested. It just Shanny couldn't make it to the bathroom, and it became a guest star. It became a guest star of the Shanny and Rev streams, and quite frankly, my favorite one of them all. That includes Gavin Kit Kats, and I'm right there with you. Bring back corny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I miss Stabby and Guillermo a little bit too.
Why? Everything I've ever tried in my entire life has gone to shit. I can't get a break for nothing. All I get is just this crap from people.
What break? A break from what? Bitch, you don't get off your ass to go piss on a toilet. You just do it right there on your uncle's couch, or Rev's uncle's couch. What the fuck? A break from what? Don't you know that you'd have to have done something to get a break from it? You don't get a break from lounging on the couch, pissing on it, eating whatever food you've managed to scam people out of, or intimidated Rev with getting. Like, a break from what?
Crap from people, just sheer hatred out of your hearts. Well, you know what? Jesus Christ said, you are
It's the wrong
in
time for a
danger of
buffer.
hellfire if you hate your brother and sister without a cause. You have no true cause to hate me because I've done nothing to any of you guys.
There you go. She's done nothing to any of us. Anybody. Shanny's never harmed a soul. Never. It's not like it's on record that, you know, she's been abusive towards her significant others and her kids, and, you know, the fact that she goes around throwing out the N-word like it's going out of style. Like, no, it's just ignore all that. Shanny's done nothing. She's innocent. Fuck out of here. What are you talking about? The sweetest person ever.
Absolutely nothing.
Shanny was telling us what war was good for.
And all you can do is point your fingers and say, you lie, you lie, you lie. You're not like this. You're not like this. All you're doing is gaslighting.
See, that's where you're wrong, Shanny. I will point my finger at you, and I will tell you that you were a liar, but I'll be able to back it up, because you know who's going to back it up for me? If I call you a liar, do you know who's going to back up my claim? You. I'll just pull one of your old streams where you said the thing and then went back on the thing, or we have a receipt that said thing in the first place was a lie. You just let me know. Just let me know.
My audience is nothing but gaslighters. Yeah, I said it. You're nothing but gaslighters. You can't validate what someone says if it put your head in you.
What?
You can't validate anyone. You're just completely invalidating people. That's all you are.
You can't even get your parking validated, motherfucker.
I know my truth. You don't know my truth. You don't live my life. And frankly, if you're getting your information from G-Man,
we have been graced by Corny. Corny is here. Says hi there, Brand. Back from my travels. Heard you miss me. I did, Corny. I did. Thank you. Thank you all for coming by. I appreciate it, Corny. I really do. You're right, Toast. All the themes are archived. All the themes. You can't lie anymore, Shanny. That's what, and that's the thing. Your world's getting smaller in two ways. A, because you're getting fatter and you can't move very far away from the couch. That makes the world a little smaller for you. And two, you've told so many lies. You've done so many awful things. They're all documented now. The pay pigs are running low. The people who don't know about you is running low. Your world's just getting smaller and smaller. I love it. I'm ready for it to be like an alley.
it's been like 6 months since we've actually had some kind of relationship. So to say that he knows what's going on, he's full of shit.
No, G-Man knows what's going on there. Because it's the same shit that was going on when you were in his place. Because the two of you don't change. You never will. The shitty thing about G-Man is he knew all these things while he had your back too. He knew about the child abuse. He knew about how awful the two of you were. He's awful too, for other reasons, but also for the fact that he said nothing. He said nothing while up until a certain point. Carrie, Trader.
No one knows what's going on. Because no one is listening. Instead, they want to spurt their little fucking opinions instead of actually listening to what's going on in someone's life. That's what the truth is. You can spin it all you want. You don't know me. You're not in my life. I'm just a person.
I mean, you're probably the equivalent of at least 3 people, like normal sized people, I'd suppose. But yeah, no, Shanny, we're not in your life, but we do want all these details about you because once again, you don't do it as much as you used to. You still do it a lot, obviously, since I still have content to talk shit about you on. But especially back in the day, like you were really bad about sharing every waking moment of your life on the internet. And where you've slowed down a bit, you haven't stopped entirely. And the two of you have a problem with oversharing. The two of you, I don't think that's like some of the things that the two of you do are awful to most people, but I don't think the two of you realize it, and you'll come out and just say it sometimes.
Who's speaking on a microphone? That's all you know. You can't really know the truth. But you act like for years, you've acted like I've always been up to something. And it's like, no, I'm just trying to live my life. It's so.
No, you really are constantly up to something. It's called scamming, grifting. That you're constantly up to that. That's what you're doing. It doesn't take it doesn't take a genius to figure out that the two of you have no plan whatsoever on ever supporting yourselves. Like it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out here. The two of you are just going to scam and grift your way through the rest of your lives. And the way the two of you are going now, it's probably not going to be a very long life. Let's be real.
Dumb. The stupid games you play. Like, I'm over it.
But you're still here.
It.
Oh, God, we get to take another I'm over it tour with Shani.
I'm over it.
She's over it.
Seriously, I'm over it.
She's over it. She said it 5 times. That means she means it.
You can believe whatever you want. You don't know the truth.
Cool. I'll believe the the literal months worth of video that we all have showing how awful of a person you and that piece of shit, that pathetic little fucking cuck next to you, cowering over next to the piss-smelling couch. The both of you are awful. And like, you're, for fuck's sake, everyone and their grandma's got receipts for days on your big fat ass. Like, at this point, you just need to stop.
Fake cancer, even if it's real, we don't care. Okay, so you're just gonna lie.
Who the fuck said that? I need to know, because I need to find a way to get them the Presidential Medal of Freedom for that comment. Real shit though, Shani. I don't care if you really got it or not. You're awful. That's fine with me if you did.
Lie about it. So you're mad at me for lying about something when I'm not lying about it. And if I'm telling the truth about it, you don't care if I'm telling the truth about it.
Bingo, you got it. Absolutely, Shani. You figured it out. No one cares about you because you've given no one a single reason to care about you. You're abhorrent in every single measurable way. Fuck out of here.
So why are you mad? What a waste of emotional energy. Yeah. What a waste of emotional energy.
It does sound like a Wilson comment. It does. I'll co-sign
really dumb. Poor Shani, always the victim, never the martyr. How am I playing a victim here? You're literally talking all this shit in my audience. All this shit. I'm not playing the victim. You're being the villain and talking shit. I'm going to leave this up too. I'm going to let everyone see what you have to say to me.
I'm going to leave this up in the hopes that one fucking idiot who doesn't know how atrocious I am is going to come by and they're going to think that I'm the victim. Because they found something.
Vicious accusations and lies. There you go. You know how I can make you look really stupid? This is how
I got it, Shanny. This is how you can. This is how you make me look stupid. You can do what I've said that you'll never do because you don't have it within you to do it, which is tell the truth and just come out and tell everyone that you're just a lazy piece of shit and you want their money because you don't want to work for it. I mean, that's how you can do it with me.
I can make you look really stupid right now.
She's just going quiet for a second. That's fine. We'll just skip ahead. That's not a big deal. There we go.
Number one fact about Bigfoot we didn't know is Bigfoot hates guns. He took out a whole cartel, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I fast forward into? I skipped like 2 minutes because she was just trying to be quiet to take away from the content or whatever, which that's easily avoidable. They have this little fast forward button here. I can skip ahead wherever I want to. So what the fuck does Bigfoot have to do with anything? Wait, what did I miss in the 2 minutes that I skipped? I'm not going back, Shanny. I'm not. I don't care enough to go back. But yeah, I'm really curious how we went from they found something to Bigfoot.
That was phenomenal. That was very well done. Film.
It was.
The Brian guy put off like Dwight Schrute vibes too.
That's right.
He was really good. Whoever he is, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good actor.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Let me skip ahead again. Maybe we'll land on some other crazy shit.
Keep trauma out of your mouth.
Trauma.
Why? His movie sucks. They're boring.
Kaufman.
And really they're just nonsensical. I don't know why people enjoy that.
Okay. Well, Shandy, let me help you out here. Let me help you out a little bit, hun. Your life is nonsensical, and I enjoy the fuck out of that. It gives me so much entertainment. The comedic value is upper echelon, top tier, S tier shit. Not anything you're doing intentionally. It's totally unintentional. But yeah, that's people like nonsensical things. People like things that are ridiculous. Hence why anyone gives a flying fuck about you on the internet.
Lloyd,
Bad horror.
Lloyd Kaufman.
Bad horror. Like horror you don't watch. And
and for those who don't know, trauma is just essentially like it's like your schlocky B horror type stuff, like very nonsensical. Just you either like it or you don't. It's that type of thing. If you're familiar with like maybe the Toxic Avenger, like I think maybe that'd be one of the most foremost trauma films out there. It's that kind of stuff.
I love bad horror, but that's like not.
And I once again I believe you love bad horror. Your life is a B horror movie. It really is. It doesn't really they haven't really found a good way to blend your life on the comedy and the horror. It's usually lopsided to one or the other. Still working on that. Yeah, I'm fine with trauma. Shanny apparently not a fan. Toxic Avenger needs funny you bring that up. They're actually remaking the Toxic Avenger. And I'm not sure of the guy's name, but he was God, what is his name? He was the little person in whatever that show is about dragons. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I don't know. I forget the guy's name. I forget the show's name. Peter Dinklage. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. I was just gonna vamp for a second until someone bailed me out of that. But yes, that is what's happening right now.
It's unwatchable. Shanny, you're our plaything. That sounds abusive. Yes, please quit. Why? This is so and not planned or faked at all. I feel so stupid and owned.
I mean, yeah.
I know. Everything's fake with you stupid people. White noise celebrating your demise. Yeah, okay. Pizza, pizza, pizza.
Punishment, pizza, pizza, pizza. Yeah, no, we're all enjoying your demise, Shani. Those of us who have been watching you, covering you, we're having a fantastic time. We really are. I mean, I know I am. Your downfall has been like music to my ears. It's warmed the cockles of the heart. You know, I've had a great time watching it. And you know what? I'll be real with you. I hope that if nothing else, you always keep a phone with an internet connection so we can always see how exactly shitty your life has devolved to being. That's one thing I wish for. Like, even when I'm not covering you anymore, Shani, even when I've left the whole YouTube thing behind, you know, I'd still like to be able to pull out the old cellular device, as Vaughn would say, from time to time and just check up on how awful and shitty your life is, because it looks good on you. You deserve it. And we'd love to see it.
Pizza, right? Funny how you sound much better. I know, right? It's called having, I don't know how I sound better, but whatever. Not in pain anymore.
You brought your mood up with a good movie too.
Oh, she brought her spirits up with a good movie. I bet it wasn't The Devil's Advocate, was it, Riv? No, it wasn't that. That's the kind of shit that alters your life. It lands you in jail for 13 days. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was just looking at freaking Alienators, man. I want to see Alienators. Can I
bet, shut up. You were over there drooling, looking at the Wendy's menu at Baconators. Fuck out of here.
watch a movie and get excited over watching a movie? Oh no, I'm supposed to be one emotion for you people. Right? I know, Barbara. They're making shit up. They have to get a thrill out of something because they're dumb. Like, hate makes people dumb. I've been saying that for years. Is hate makes people fucking
Dumb. Yeah, no, if that's the case, Shani, I mean, that would explain you. You're a very hateful person. We know you save up all those N's in a jar somewhere, or excuse me, the G's in a jar somewhere just so you can throw out the N word, you know. Double G's there. You got to save those up. Have all you need handy, ready to fire.
you owe $4,000 to the IRS. It happens.
Not to you, because you don't fucking work. Like, I love how she just takes everyone else's like financial issues like, whatever, it happens. You know, you owe 4K to the government, whatever. Yeah, it happens. But if Shani needs $30 for Delta 8, it's the end of the fucking universe as we know it.
You'll make it. Make payments. Shani, just tell the truth that you don't have cancer. You can be locked up if you don't stop.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Why can't you fucking assholes just let my Shani lie to everyone and try to appeal to their better nature and their sympathy by saying she has cancer? And why can't we just make money off that? Because I can't imagine work and I had a panic attack filling out an application. Just you guys are rude. This whole planet is dog shit. I want out of here.
Okay. I'll just should I just lie about what's going on with me?
You already are. We know you are. We've seen you do this shit before 1,000 fucking times. This isn't the first go round. This isn't our first rodeo with you, Shani. Jesus fucking Christ. We know you've done this before. You're doing it now and you'll do it again. Maybe, like I said, people who watch you realize that you have a cycle. They realize you do the same shit. Mobius strip, ad nauseum, whatever terminology you want to throw at it. We get it. We know it. This isn't like this is we're not pulling this out of our asses, Shanny. We've seen you do this time and time again.
To make you feel better? Shanny, please watch your old videos. Proof is in the pudding. You're liars. Why? Because I've been worried about cancer that long. Oh no.
So you've been worried about cancer all these years and you've just now gone to address it? Is that what I'm supposed to believe? I mean, maybe, because a part of me kind of feels like Shani was trying to like eat herself into an early grave. And it was kind of a race to see, like, could she kill herself first before Rev's mom's money ran out? She didn't make it. And now we're in the predicament we are in now.
You have an open DA case. You deserve it. There is no DA case. It's a lie. I'm going to personally go after anyone who sends you money. That sounds like a stalker. That's a threat.
You guys hear how I'm still a victim?
That's a big threat.
Did you hear it? Did you guys hear the trolls in here that are just fucking with me and I know they're fucking with me that I'm going to now pretend that are actually some type of threat to me? Yeah, we've never seen you do that before either, Shani, right? This whole cycle thing's not a thing, right? Okay.
Shani has had cancer for 30 years. So since I was 9, I've had cancer. Okay.
Ooh, Jules is a Carrie simp. Oh shit, Jules exposed.
They're so fucking weird. I have heard from my medical facility and I have extra tests I need to take. But again, you don't listen. Call CPS Pennsylvania. There's another threat. Like, why? Because I'm talking.
There's no children there either.
Nah, there's not any children there, are there, Rev? I think you kicked them out, right? Wouldn't that be the correct terminology? You kicked them out?
Shani, the best thing you could do is leave the internet. No. No.
And there it is. There it is. There's a source of your problems right there, Shani. No, I'm not leaving the internet because I want to be here. I'm not getting a job. I'm not going to support myself or literally anyone else that was at one point in time was dependent upon me. Fuck that. This is all I do is YouTube. That's it. That's my entire personality. Now let me go talk about how other people don't have lives. Right, Shani?
I'm going to stop being myself because you guys have decided to be perpetual assholes toward me. Call CPS Kentucky. Yeah, let's
Fuck
just
yeah.
call on.
Fuck yeah. Call up Kentucky CPS. Hell yeah. I agree with that. Anyone catch Vaughn's new foot pick? I know that's like a fucked up kind of transition there, but like homeboy's sock was in like an abhorrent situation. I just want everyone to know that Vaughn's foot is still fucked up. That's basically what I'm saying.
Vaughn again.
Go check it out.
Get his kids taken away so you feel better about yourself. What kind of miserable piece of shit you are.
It's different in Clay County, folks.
These kids are gone.
Yeah,
right?
I think.
they're gone.
never
What do you
body
mean? You Hold on, I gotta finish that.
To my sons.
You never body slammed your sons, right? Yeah, okay. And Rev never kicked one of them either. It's just, where does the internet get these crazy made up rumors from? The world may never know.
No.
Pay Drader back. Who?
No, don't pay Drader back, actually. That goddamn idiot gave you his money on a Patreon for months or as a member for months. No, fuck him. He can keep it. I'm sure you've already blown through it anyway. Don't give him his money back. He's a fucking idiot. He deserves to lose his money.
Trader hasn't given us money.
How's my stress-induced cardio?
What up, Fupa balls?
Myopathy? Well, I told you I almost fainted at the freaking when I was getting my mammogram, so not good. In PA, you lose parental rights when children have been in foster care for a year. And
That's not true.
And so, okay, so there you go. She doesn't give a fuck. In case you weren't already 100% certain, which you should have been at this point, Shanny doesn't give a fuck. She just pretty much told you. She doesn't care if she loses total parental right, all the rights to those kids. She doesn't give a fuck. And she just let you know as much.
I don't care. They're in a safe place.
That's true. Like, you know, I've got a lot of things to say about the foster system. I think we all know it's not ideal, but let's be real. One would have to assume it would be better than that house.
Not true.
Yeah. I know. It's dumb.
No, Jules, you don't get your money back either. Because you look, if I gave Shani $5 and said it was a penny per pound and I don't get my refund and then I have to report it as a scam, then you don't either.
You can keep throwing the I'm breaking the law in the chat. I'm not breaking any laws.
Just couches and foundations.
I'm not breaking any laws. You can say all this stupid shit. I don't care. I know what's going on in my life.
Do you? Wait, hold on. You're aware of what's going on in your life and you're doing nothing to change it? So like you're cool with the way you live. All right.
You're just lying and taking what I've said out of context.
Taking it out of context, huh?
No, I meant I don't care what you guys are saying over your bullshit.
So why are you addressing it?
You're just fucking flapping your gums.
Don't say flapping your gums because you're the one here who would actually flap gums. You know? R.I.P. Guillermo, Stabby, all the guys and gals we lost in Colorado, Japan.
Just mean people. That's what you are. Mean people.
Ironic AI bots.
Yeah. She's nervous about the DA case. There is no DA case. You can go look at the description. There's my PayPal. There are 200 people on who hate you. There's more than 200 that hate me.
That's true.
It's all because you perpetuate hate in your hearts. So you pass it along to others.
No, Shani. The reason people hate you is because you perpetuated hate in your heart, actually. You were kind of close there, but you're kind of putting it on the wrong people here. People don't like you because you're an abusive piece of shit. You're very selfish. Very bigoted. Like there's a laundry list of reasons of why people don't like you, Shanny. You haven't hit on any of them yet. Keep going. I'm sure you got more, right?
Called the leaven of the Pharisees.
The Pharisees found
And
something.
I'm not going to touch that leaven.
I may be. I don't
You
know.
know
I see
what?
someone in the chat says something about I may be lagging. I don't know. It's the fucking video keeps buffering even though it's loaded fine. So I don't know. But I'm only gonna go for a few more minutes anyway. So if it's a big issue, let me know. We'll go ahead and shut this shit down. If not, I'll go for like 5 more minutes.
Corrupt manners corrupts the person at the end of the day, you know? That's the truth. The DA is tracking my PayPal.
Bro, you don't even know how much joy it would get me for if like a literal district attorney actually took a look at that. Because that would be the same PayPal I did send her the aforementioned $5 penny per pound. I don't believe anyone's really looking into her right now, honestly. But if they were, man, that'd be great for them to see that. I hope I brighten their day.
Oh my God. He would have to get a court order to do that. That's unlawful search and seizure. And I would have to know about that. God, you guys are dumb.
Yeah, you need to be served.
Yeah, I don't know if the cats are still around. I see them from time to time. I see Gavin, he's still a boy. But yeah, I don't know. Ever since it's for some reason become a thing about revealing their identity for whatever dumb fuck reason, I haven't seen them for a while.
Like that.
I haven't been served anything.
I know.
Stop it with that stupid bullshit.
Stop.
What's wrong, Shanny? You don't like facts? No, you guys don't like facts. That's your
What's wrong, Shanny?
problem,
Corbin?
not mine. Like all your problems you have with me, it's none of my business at the end of the day. You're gonna have to deal.
It's not your business why people hate you. I mean, I could understand that if there weren't legitimate reasons people disliked you or had disdain for you. But see, once again, like even if nothing can be Shanny's fault, and if people perceive it to be her fault, she doesn't care because it's obviously not. She's perfect.
Deal with your own insecurities that you have with me.
Bro, I don't know
Like,
what the fuck's going on.
I'm just gonna straight out. Like I'm no.
It's crazy because like everything seems to be running fine as far as connection. So I don't know what it is. I have no idea. They fucking confused my Wi-Fi with the McDonald's up the street, I guess. I don't know.
Harm to anyone. I ain't doing crap to anyone. I'm just being a good girl.
Get the fuck out.
You know? Because frankly, I don't want to be like you guys.
And I don't want you to be like me either. I want you to continue to wallow in failure, in piss on that couch as well. It looks good on the both of you. I love it. It gives me content. It lets me, allows me to come on and share a common interest with the 120 plus people that are watching right now. We all have a common interest, which is laughing at people that are abject failures and awful people to begin with. So, Shanny, you keep doing you, you know? I think it's a fantastic idea. Just keep coming on every day, documenting how your life is in the shitter, and I'll keep laughing at it. Several others will as well. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and shut it down there. I'm not exactly sure why I'm having some connectivity issues. Everything else seems to be running fine, but I guess I don't know, maybe it could be StreamYards. I don't fucking know. We'll blame StreamYards though, because I'll be like Shanny. It's not my fault. Nothing is my fault. It's someone else's fault out there. But yeah, I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. It's been about 2 hours. Just fucking quick little note here. TGR Geek Room, we're going to be going live tonight at 8 Eastern here in about 2 hours for the salt mine. So if you are wanting some more of this type of content, I don't know if we'll be looking at Shanny, but we're definitely going to be looking at Cyrax, the beatdown he got at the hands of Marty. I was going to watch it here until I saw that TGR had that for tonight's festivities, as it were. So I went ahead and saved that because it's chef's kiss. It's hilarious. You're definitely going to want to be there to check that out. And yeah, thank you all for joining me. Thanks for the supers. Thanks for just hanging out and having a laugh with me. At the end of the day, that's kind of what this is all about, at least as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. You know how this channel goes. I don't know when I'm going to be back. You know, just fucking at 11:11 tonight, make a wish. You see a shooting star. Wish for a brain stream. Who knows? Maybe it'll come true. I don't know. But I will say this. I've had a blast. Hope you all have too. And yeah, we'll catch you all next time.